request Nivedh to present her presentation. Nivedh,
Yes,
present your presentation.
ma'am, could you enable screen sharing?
Yeah, just a moment. Here you go. Yes, Nivedh, you can do it.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. My name is Nivedh Nair from Grade 9 IGCSE from GIS Whitefield. And today I'm going to be talking about hexagonal planting and congruence in crop production. The two main UN sustainable goals that are achieved here are ending poverty for all and to end hunger for all. The objective is to explore innovative and sustainable farming practices by applying principles of geometry to farming cultivation. We chose this model based on resource efficiency, sustainability, economic viability, and its educational value. This model is helpful as it allows for increased food production, conservation of resources, mitigation of climate change, and promotion of biodiversity. Geometric sustainable planting is an innovative approach to agriculture that uses geometric principles and patterns to increase crop production and resource efficiency. In hexagonal planting, congruency of triangles is used, where two or more triangles have the same shape. This helps to create a balanced and aesthetically pleasing layout while optimizing plant growth. Geometry is crucial as it allows farmers to achieve optimal plant spacing and resource allocation, leading to improved crop production and sustainability. There are many real-world examples that are successful, such as the hexagonal gardens in UK and Monsanto's hexagonal planting system. As shown in the statistical data given below, the hexagonal system is proven to be the most dominant out of the other two systems given, with the same plant spacing for all the three systems. In groundland areas, this can be used to grow crops such as vegetables, grain crops, custard apple. Western Ghats can be used to grow fodder crops and coffee. And in coastal areas, it can be used to grow black pepper and rubber. There are many advantages to this, such as optimal space utilization, resource efficiency, reduced weeds, improved pollination, and enhanced resistance against winds. In the table below, there are advantages shown of hexagonal planting compared to square place planting, which shows how dominant hexagonal planting is. We have also designed a calculator that allows us to calculate how many plants can fit in a certain area with the areas of the given shape, as well as plant spacing for both hexagonal and square-based planting. In short, geometric sustainable planting allows for mathematical principles like hexagonal planting to enhance crop production and resource efficiency. Real-world examples highlight how successful this is. And it also outperforms square-based plantations in terms of resource efficiency and higher crop yields. These are the references that we use to gather our information. And I would like to thank Mr. Bhaskar Rao, who helped us in coming up with the information for hexagonal planting, and Ms. Sudama, who was the main contributor in our project. Thank you everyone for listening to my presentation.
Very nice, Nivedh. Good job. I must say that presentation is wonderfully created, and the way you have expressed it, it's very nice. Good job.
Thank you.
So now I request again that we are again open for QA round. So please go ahead with the question answers.
So
Yes.
I have a
Our
question.
Nivedh is here to answer the questions.
Yeah, so my question is that Nivedh, it was a great explanation for hexagonal planting and biologically it was great. But my pretty much the question is that you couldn't I couldn't understand what were your thoughts on hexagonal planting. So could you repeat and help me in this query?
Again, compared to square planting.
No, no, I'm asking you have not explained hexagonal planting pretty much well, so I couldn't much understand it.
So
So could
hexagonal
you?
planting basically is like when you space it in such a manner that hexagons can be formed when you see it from on top view. And this is like better than square planting because it allows for more crops in the same area compared to square planting.
And another question from me. Have you the table which you showed the difference between square planting and the usage of square and hexagonal planting? is it only in India or is it worldwide calculation?
No, worldwide also, because as I showed examples earlier of ones in UK and in Bayer, it is successful, and it also allows for increased crop production compared to square planting.
Okay, last question from my side. So, does it help in increasing the yield of the
Yes, it
plants in the
increases the
field
yield. It increases the yield.
and much uses of the land which we use?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Very nice. Anybody else who would like to question Nivedh? Yes, Trivakaran, please go ahead, unmute yourself.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Nivedh, like your presentation was excellent. I had like one question. What is the sustainable hexagon geometrical plantation and how does it differ from traditional planting methods?
So the traditional planting method we use is the square planting, where if you see from the top view, the four plants will be arranged in a square manner. Whereas the one I talked about in my presentation is hexagonal planting, where in the same area we can increase the number of plants that are being planted, and it'll appear in the shape of a hexagon also if you look from top.
Uh, okay, thank you.
Very nice. Anybody else? Thank you, Trivakaram and Vivan. Myra is speaking something. Myra, you want to ask something? Okay, please go ahead.
What happens? What is the benefit? Like, why should we grow hexagon shaped plant in the hexagon shape, or why shouldn't we grow it in the square?
Because if we grow in a square shape, chances are that you have to use a lot more resources to get the same benefits compared to hexagonal planting. And you can fit more plants in the same area if you use hexagonal planting compared to square planting. And it's stronger against winds.
Thank you, Myra. I think we are done with the QA round with Nivedh. Thank you so much, Nivedh, for your wonderful
Thank you.
presentation and your initiative. It's appreciable. Thank you so much.